Hey, what's up, Speedy's Garage gang? Welcome back to Speedy's Garage. It's a rainy weekend here in Middle Tennessee, so I thought this would be a good opportunity for me to go back and catch up on some of that garage series that we had been doing a while back. A couple of updates. We are going to start working with these. Got that one, and I got this one too. I wasn't sure which one I would like better, but so far I like the Quick Fuel. It's an E85 tester, so that'll give you a little hint on what might be coming up for Go Man Go here. On the 4Runner, armrest was looking a little bit tatty, so I found a company online that actually makes real leather armrest covers. So that'll be coming up, as well as this wiring diagram and these little tiny 12-volt relays. So that's a project I also have in the pipeline. Yes, I still need a haircut. Yes, we're still on stay-at-home orders because of all this craziness, but for now, let's get to today's video. And for whatever reason, we just cannot get these dogs to understand social distancing. We try and try. And if you haven't caught up on the shop build series, I'll link to the playlist at the top so you can see how we got from there to here. The shop was pretty much finished, and I was starting to figure out where I wanted storage. That was one of the big things I was starting to look at. Toolboxes. And these were all in my diagram. I knew about the size of a cabinet, about the size of the toolbox I was going to use. Had plans for the workbench. You guys saw me put that in a while back. And I wanted to be very efficient with the space. And you guys know I'm a little bit OCD, so I wanted the colors to match. I wanted really good storage. So I didn't want that cheap press board or whatever it is with the laminate that falls apart. I was planning on keeping chemicals in some of these cabinets. So I wanted something that was good and durable. And I thought it would just be easy. I was thinking like high school shop class, those gray cabinets that you would see in industrial settings. And I thought they'd be easy to find. And surprisingly, at least for me, they were not. If you know where those kind of cabinets are and they're reasonably priced, leave me a link or give me a description or something down below. Leave me a comment and let me know where you might find that kind of stuff. But I actually struggled a little bit. So I had to start looking at the local hardware stores. And I came across these, and these are Kobalt brand. They met the size requirement, the color requirement. They're metal, so they were durable like I wanted, but I was shocked at how expensive these things were. They were like 300 bucks a cabinet, which seems like a whole lot to me. Maybe I'm cheap, but that seemed like a lot. So I kind of had them on my wish list, and I just kind of went on about my business and kept searching. Eventually, these went on sale on Black Friday, and I think, trying to think back, I've had them for a few years. I think they eventually went to maybe less than half price. So that just shows you what the markup must be on these. And so I went in and I picked up 2 of them. And what's nice about these is they've got a pegboard on the inside. They've got these slits for the little cups and containers that you can get as an accessory to go with them. Plenty of shelves. So we got, you know, the bottom obviously for heavy items, and then I've got chemicals and stuff here. More chemicals for, like, you know, brake cleaner and brake fluid and things like that, and then spray paint, things like that up top. They're adjustable, so all the shelves can be kind of set where you want them, which is what I wanted as well. I wanted a lot of options, and they were easy to put together, as you'll see here. It probably took about 45 minutes, maybe 30 minutes per cabinet. They went together real quick, and really all I needed was basically a Phillips head screwdriver to get them put together. They've got nice doors that are magnetic latch, so when they shut, they shut. They do come with a key if you're concerned about that. So like I said, I bought 2 of these, one of them to go in the shop and have storage, and you can also have storage up top, so they're sturdy enough that I actually can put some stuff on the top of them. One other nice thing, the feet are adjustable. So if you have an uneven surface and you get a cabinet that wants to rock, you can see these are very sturdy. I'm pushing on it now and it won't really move. It's because you can thread these in and out so that even on an uneven surface, they'll level themselves out. So I really like that as well. And of course, we've got the workbench. I'll link to the top if you haven't seen that, but I've been really happy with this. They didn't have it in red when I was buying this one. You couldn't even order it in red. It was on like 6-month back order or something. Of course, after I bought this one, they end up getting red in stock. So I'm kind of kicking myself for not waiting, because I really would have rather had it match the US General toolbox that I have over there. But it's not the end of the world. It does break things up a little bit. Again, I will link to the top for when we pick this thing up. Super happy with it. It's got the soft close drawers, plenty of storage for things. and I like to keep my tools organized, and so this has allowed me to do that. And I'll show you the diagram of the shop. So I knew I was gonna have a workbench, I knew I was gonna have that toolbox, and I knew I was gonna have some type of cabinet. And I took those measurements and I put them in the drawing. So there's the shop layout. I made sure to leave out some space for the cabinets. And I wasn't exactly sure what size they would be, but I was thinking they would be around 3 feet wide. And as you can see, these, oops, get the tape measure set up here. These are like about 30 inches wide. How deep? Struggling with this tape measure, come on. Let's see, about 22 inches deep. And then height, this isn't working out. All right, like take 6, getting this stinking tape measure to work. So you get about 65 inches, I'm gonna say, of actual storage space, but the cabinet, from the bottom of the cabinet to the top is 69 inches, and then with the feet, it's right at 6 feet. So right at 62 inches, maybe 62 and a half with the feet on it. So that's the size of that cabinet. It's a perfect size in my opinion. And like I wanted everything to match, so I made sure that this particular cabinet would have a counterpart that would be a wall hanging cabinet for all of my car cleaning equipment. And so kind of the same setup. It does not have the pegboard inside, but I did put like a magnetic hook in here. There's a small ledge, you can put a few things, but you can see you get one shelf. Don't think it is, nope, this one is not adjustable, so it's only one height, but it's durable, metal like I said, like the other ones, and it holds all of my car cleaning equipment. And again, up top, you've got some more storage that you can use. I do like, again, that they are magnetic latch to match, and because they're metal, you can put magnetic hooks on the outside and hang stuff there as well. So they worked out pretty good. They go with the color scheme of the shop, but like I said, they were more expensive than I expected unless I got them on sale, which I did. So take a look if you're looking for something like this on Black Friday. That's how you get the best deal. And the smaller cabinet, the wall hang cabinet, measures about 16 inches deep. Let's see, we'll do that one this way. About 29 inches, 30 inches tall. And then I think it's also 30 inches wide, which it is, yeah. 30 inches wide. So that kind of gives you an idea of the sizes of the cabinets. And again, the hanging cabinet is perfect as well. The hanging cabinet came with some really weird mounting hardware, and I'll show you that now. I had to do some changes. And this is the hardware it came with for mounting. It came with 4 of these. It said to drill a 8mm hole in the stud and then put these in, but you're going to be hard pressed to be able to get this cabinet into 4 studs. I could only find 2 in the location that I had chosen. So again, that's why I went with the lag bolts. So I wasn't that wild about the mounting solution that Kobalt included for their wall hanging cabinet. So I went and picked up some 7/16 lag bolts and found the studs. And then I just used their additional anchors and screws as kind of backup support. And it feels much more sturdy that way. One other thing I wasn't real wild about were these metal spacers that go on the back of the cabinet. I believe they're there to keep it from tilting forward and having your doors try to hang open or stuff fall out of it when you open it. But they're just metal, so they would tear up the wall. So I put some velvet, or what's not velvet, it's called felt. Felt's what I'm trying to say. And it's just felt adhesive protectors on those spacers. And I have had a ton of questions about my tire storage. So it gets them off the ground and frees up space in the shop, and I'm able to store my tires on that rack. It bolts with some nice lag bolts, and it's adjustable, so it'll slide in and out on a track that mounts to the studs so you can extend it. I think I've got it about as far as it'll go, and you can see there it's holding basically 4 full-size tires and then my front skinnies. I'll leave a link in the description because I get so many questions about where I got this. People see it in my videos. I'll leave a link in the description. You can pick one up just like that, but I've been super happy with it. The only thing I'll say that's been a little bit tricky, I wanted it high enough where I could walk underneath it and not take up my wall space, but that also means I have to eat my Wheaties when I'm gonna put tires up there. So you have to get them up on your shoulder, and I have to get them on my tippy toes and kind of push them up onto that rack. I don't know if it would have been better just to have it lower, then it would have taken up space down here. I've been happy with that in its current location, other than, you know, I'm always a little bit nervous, especially if the car's in here. If I drop one of these tires and it goes bouncing back across the garage and hits the car or something, that would be a very bad day. So I'm always super careful sticking them up there. You could always use a step stool, I guess. I tried to set it where the height was just enough where I could just get it started on the edge of that bar and then rock it over into that tire holder. And it's worked out pretty good. And you may remember me talking about this when we were at the construction phase of the shop. On top of both the compressor closet as well as the restroom, I did have them reinforce the ceiling with plywood so that it could also act as storage. And as you can see, it can hold quite a bit up there. This is Mrs. Speedy's side. She hasn't put anything up there just yet. She told me I can't put any of my stuff up there, so this is my side of the shop. So that's where I've started, putting some cans of fuel. I've got my old cooler tires up there from our trusty Crazy cooler. Kind of hid those up there, but that's turned out really well too. So when you're putting together your plans, think about that as well. If you want to have plenty of storage, got to get creative. Okay, so that's really it for shop storage. I just wanted to do a really quick video, and I normally wouldn't even have talked about this if I had just been able to go in and find these very quickly and cheaply, but it ended up being a little bit more effort than I expected it to be. Again, leave me a comment if you know of a good place to help other people find good shop storage that looks industrial, looks like it belongs in a shop. Probably want it to be metal and not some kind of pressboard stuff. Because you can imagine if it was that pressboard stuff and some of these chemicals leaked, it would just fall to pieces. So happy with the metal. I haven't had any problems with these at all. And I've probably had them 2 or 3 years now. They're not rusting, they're not chipping, super durable. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did. Be sure to check us out on Instagram. It's at Speedys_garage, as well as our website, www.speedysgarage.net. And hopefully soon, I'll see you out there.